afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Life as I See It with your hostess, Dena Nierenberg. And, well, today I have me by myself talking, and I guess it's sort of a position that I'm used to doing. Being a professor at Truro College, I'm a professor of psychology. I've been at it now for almost 26 years, and I absolutely love it. I find that there's nothing greater than educating young people. And I would even educate people my own age or people older than me. It's always a great time and it's always so much fun. And I like that anybody can learn anything from me. So I try to be a role model for the change that I wish to see in the world. What do I mean by that? Up until recent times, really recent times, I've seen people on the street being so afraid of other people, looking so angry, looking so fearful and worried about the next person over. Are they friend? Are they foe? And because I don't know if they're friend or foe, I'm going to treat them just like foe. I'm going to treat them like the enemy. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be all secluded. I'm going to be all kind of sort of covered up. I don't want anybody to see who I am or the real me. So over the past year, I've actually been conducting a kind of a research. And I'm really interested in knowing if this is how people really feel at the bottom of their heart. So it all started last year. I was at a friend's wedding. We had a whole surplus of fruits, and we were having this wedding under the Manhattan Bridge. And so I said, look, all this fruit should not go to waste. And how much fruit can you put into your refrigerator? Let me start to offer up this fruit on a platter to the people walking around. And you know what I discovered about humanity? 95% of people were more than happy to accept the fruit. And not only that, they were so happy about it. And they were so surprised that anybody in this entire world would ever do that for them. It's like many people think that, oh, I'd rather, chuck all the extra food. I'd rather see it go to waste than say, give it to you, complete and total random stranger. But I said, no, this is not what God meant. God wanted for us to share our fruits. He wanted for us to share everything that we've got, everything that we have. It's not just about us living on islands like a hermit, living on islands all by ourselves and never doing for anybody and never doing for anything. No, it's all about us using our powers, our God-given powers to be the utmost that we can be. And if today I happen to have a surplus of fruits, so I'm going to give fruit around. I lose absolutely nothing. And I gain everything by sharing the fruit that I have. I gain everything by every kind, peaceful word. By every kind, peaceful word that I use. Everything is a gift. Doesn't have to be a money thing. Doesn't have to be something that I spent a ton of money on, or even something that I put a ton of thought into. But if I am willing to give of my heart, and even if it means kind words, I am here for that. I'm here for that. And I try to lead by example. I want everybody out there to do the utmost that they can to love humankind. It's the utmost thing that we can do to uplift this world. Now, some people say, I'm going to get more religious and I'm going to dress more modestly and I'm going to do everything more religiously than I've ever done before and ritual more than everything that I've ever done before. And please believe me, I'm not knocking ritual. I'm not knocking religious ritual. But the one thing that I know that God needs to see on this here earth is for people to love each other. God did not create billions of beings to hate each other. I mean, what's that? I mean, we're all family. For anybody who doesn't believe in the Old Testament, we are all family. We are all created from two people, from Adam and Eve, who had kids, who had kids, who had kids. We're siblings. We're cousins. I can't believe when I see how much people do not get along with each other. It's scary. And I don't mean to sound preachy. And believe me, I'm nobody's rabbi. I'm not in a position to be that. But I think that the world will heal with love. I mean complete and total love to each other. And I don't just mean, say, Jew loving Jew, Christian loving Christian, even Muslim loving Muslim. I mean everybody loving everybody. It's about the love. It's like, yeah, so everybody has their hang-ups and everybody has their reasons why they feel like they cannot love everybody. So what? So what? You know, that's just our egos speaking. Our egos are all saying, oh, I can't love this person because they're this and they're so different than I am. I can't love this person because they belong to the race of those people. But it's not that. Especially here, living in New York, I believe that the love has to be one-on-one without saying to myself first, okay, are they Christian? Are they Muslim? Are they Jewish? What are they? And then I'll figure out whether or not I can love them. That's not what love is. Love is an unconditional thing. Love is me deciding that I am going to love everybody, regardless of what they are. I think the worst kind of question that can be asked here in this beautiful metropolis known as New York City that we live in is when someone asks another person, hey, where are you from? And they'll be all like, well, you know, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, or I'm from Russia, I'm from Ukraine, I'm from France, Poland, whatever. It's not about that. It's sometimes they start to ask things like, no. I mean, what religion are you? I'm like, what does that have to do? Wherever my descendants come from, I am now just like you. I'm living here in New York. I'm looking for a better life for myself. I am here for hope. I mean, Statue of Liberty. You know, it's all about life, peace, and the pursuit of happiness for everybody. Not life, peace, and the pursuit of happiness for some people. It's for everybody. So when people say, hey, I was born and bred here, or I came to New York, to America, looking for a better opportunity, don't go any further and say, hey, what religion are you? Are you Muslim? Are you Jewish? Where are you from? What's up? It's not about that. America's America. America was designed to be the ultimate country for freedom of every single kind. Religious freedom, political freedom, freedom of speech, freedom to say what's on your mind, freedom to, as long as you're not killing anybody, and as long as you're not, breaking major rules, to just be you. Just be yourself. This is the America that I grew up with. Unfortunately, this is not the America of today. And the America of today, people feel the need to watch every single word that they say for fear of retaliation, for fear of who's not going to like me, for fear of who's going to have an issue and a problem with what I just said, for fear of who's going to attack me next on social media, for saying, yes, America is a land and a country for everybody. I don't want to have to worry about who's going to attack me for defending the land of Israel. I don't want to have to deal with that kind of thing. This is America. We have a right to be who we are and say what we want to say without fear of retaliation, without fear of who's going to come after us, without fear of attack of any kind. I mean, America was set up to be the land of the free, the home of the brave. America is a sanctuary. It's a refuge. It's like one great big spa day. Yeah, we all have to go to work. Sure, we all go to school. Sure. Yeah, we all have our responsibilities. Yeah, food doesn't just drop down from the sky to your doorstep anymore. These kinds of things don't happen anymore. We're in charge of getting our own food and our own everything that we need, basically. I mean, with prayers to God, of course. But this is America. Why should we feel like we're living in some type of a fascist, communist kind of a society where everybody has to feel like, ooh, I can't possibly have more than the other guy has, and if I do, I have to cover it up. And I feel like other people are attacking me for having more than what they have. But this is not communism. This is not Russian communism. We are not living in that kind of a society. Our incredible American society was formulated on the principle of capitalism, laissez-faire, everybody having a right to do what they do, to build what they want to build, without fear of the government stepping in and saying, hey, you have more than your friends. Hey, you have more than that crowd. Hey, you have more than that crowd. Isn't it possible that all of us worked really, really, really hard to get to be exactly where we are? I want everybody to just sit back and ponder that. America, as it is supposed to be, it's supposed to be a haven. It's supposed to be a refuge. They say Christopher Columbus came over here in 1492. Why did he come over here? Yes, he was an explorer. Yes, he was curious about the world around him. Yes, he was curious to be able to prove to the world around him that the world is in fact a globe and not some flat surface that if you just keep on going with your boat, you're going to fall off and meet all the demons. No. He wanted to show the world that the world is round, that there are other places to live in. He actually did his first excursion in conjunction with the Spanish Inquisition that happened in the year 1492 in Spain and then in Portugal, in which Ferdinand and Isabella, the rulers at the time, were determined that anybody who's not going to be Catholic, boom, die. You either convert or you die. And if we catch you pretending to have converted and still you're practicing your religion, you're going to die. Christopher Columbus could not handle this. And he said to Ferdinand and Isabella, let me explore new areas that perhaps people can live in. Or even I can find beautiful items such as fur, gold, diamonds, silver, and bring it back to Spain. It's no coincidence that it all happened on the same year. On the same year that Ferdinand and Isabella decided, if you're not Catholic, you die at the stake. Christopher Columbus said, let me see what else there is out there. This is how life is supposed to be. We are supposed to keep on expanding how we think, expanding how we live, and how we feel in order to be able to incorporate everybody around us. It's not about first asking, are you Christian? Are you Jewish? Are you Muslim? And if you are, we can be friends. And if you're not, then we're brutal enemies. It's about people learning how to get along and letting it be this way until the end of time as we know it. Don't we all, at the end of the day, want to live in peace, love, and harmony? I believe that we all do. This is for all of us. This is for everybody. And this America is for everybody. It's not just for those who are, came over with the Mayflower. It's not just for those who came over hundreds and hundreds of years ago. I mean, America is now. It's for all of us. And we've all been immigrants at some point in time. Either in this lifetime or, yes, in another lifetime. We have all been immigrants. Introduced to America for the very, very first time. Land of the free and home of the brave. This space, this beautiful, beautiful space, it's for all of us. America is for all of us. It's not for some of us. It's for all of us to love, appreciate, and enjoy. After all, God allowed Christopher Columbus to discover America. He actually set out on another journey. He believed he was going to the West Indies. He believed he was going to India to collect valuables and silks and carpets and gold and all of the beauty that he believed was out in the West Indies, in India and the Far East, Asia. No, God wanted it to be a different way for him. He had Christopher Columbus go the polar opposite way of Asia and discover this beautiful land that we know as America. America's for all of us. America is God's gift to every single one of us. Let's preserve America. Let's enjoy ourselves in America. Let's be free. Freedom of expression. And I'm not saying that some of us should have freedom of expression and some of us should not. I'm saying all of us should have freedom of expression. But never allow your freedom of expression to trample on other people's freedom of expression. We all have a right to say what we want to say, to be how we want to be, and to do what we want to do without worrying about having others giving us a hard time, dissing on us for our beliefs, or torturing us in any way, or pointing us out for discrimination, saying, hey, you're not like us, and therefore you're not a true American. Go back to where you came from. No, that's not America. America is a free land for everybody, as long as we're not torturing each other in our freedoms. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all such incredible, valuable people. Oh my gosh, so much love to give. You may not even know how much love you have to give, but all you really need to do is be there, be present, be in the moment, and be more than anything that you ever thought that you could be. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dena Nierenberg, and this is Life as I See It, and I love all of you so much. Have an amazing weekend. You are all beautiful people.